Mikaela Davis and Southern Star have been making 2023 their biggest year yet by touring across the country and gearing up for their next LP. Currently, she is going back to her roots with residencies at venues closer to home in the Hudson Valley and upstate New York area, like tonight at Parish Public House in Albany, New York. Her incredible songwriting abilities, backed with a very talented band, have brought them much praise over their 10-plus year career. While others chose traditional instruments, Davis chose the harp as her instrument of choice, propelling her sound even farther. From performing with members of the Grateful Dead to holding her own, Davis has a bright future, and it will be exciting to see it all unfold.
Yeah, we tried this residency in January in Kingston and Rochester, and it went really well, so we decided to give it another try in May while we're announcing and releasing some stuff for our new record. It might be different for everybody. For me, I am really proud that we did it all ourselves. We recorded some of it at Old Soul Studios in Catskill, drums, bass, and harp. And then Kian recorded all my vocals and all the rest of the guitar overdubs, and the two of us produced it ourselves. And I think that this record is just all the ideas that my band wanted to put into one box without anybody getting in our way and telling us how they think we should do it. Some songs I'll write in a half hour, but other songs I'll have the idea forever and end up bringing it to a bandmate to help me finish it. And every band member is a songwriter, so some of the songs we're releasing were written by Kian, and some of them were co-written by me and Alex, or co-written by Kian and Shane and I. So it's really all of us writing. One thing I've learned from this is that we can do this ourselves. We don't need some bigwig to help us just to make it sound good. And I think that's something that a lot of bands don't realize. They think they need like the big manager, the agent who also books this other big band, but it's actually better to be working with like smaller people who aren't working with as many other folks, or just doing it yourself, because at the end of the day, nobody cares about your project as much as you do. So if you want to get something done, you have to do it yourself. I have to give my #1 thank you to my mom, because she has supported me playing harp, and my dad. They both let me play this crazy instrument, started playing when I was 8. This harp I've had since I was 11. It took my mom 5 years to pay for it, and it's the harp I still have. But still to this day, we have band practice at her house, so she lets us take over and move her furniture everywhere and just make the house a disaster for a day. And anytime I go through, I always stay at her house. So she is my #1 supporter, and I wouldn't be here without her. The community is just amazing. People follow us now, come to multiple shows in the same week, which is really cool. That never happened before. And they'll like give you gifts and are just so excited about not only us playing Grateful Dead music, but they're excited about our music too, which I think makes me, well, I don't think, I know it makes me so happy. And the community is just great. They're fans for life, I can feel it. The scene found me. A friend of a friend made it happen for me to sit in with Bob Weir in 2018. And I had never learned a Grateful Dead song before. I knew the music, not super well. I was a fan, but I wasn't, as deep as I am now. And I quickly grew to love the music. And my bandmates, Kian and Shane have been listening to the Grateful Dead since they were born. Okay. So everyone was quickly on board to start covering their tunes and have our own versions. And it just made sense after sitting in with Bob a couple times and playing on his tiny desk. We decided, all these Deadheads are showing up to our shows now. We love the music. Why don't we start playing it here and there? I also want to thank Greg Bell for supporting my band for more than 10 years. We've been playing in Albany since 2012, maybe, and he still brings us back and treats us well. even though we're still playing to small crowds and still trying to build our audience. But he has never left us in the dust and has been one of our biggest supporters in the Capital Region. Thanks, Greg.